Next up, we have a wife. She is a mom and a grandmother and a writer. And she came up today from the Santa Cruz Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Alex Tozzi.
My song is called He Speaks to Me, and it's a real pleasure to sing it for you today. He speaks to me in the dark's deep fear. I hear his voice, and I know he's near, and my mind is quiet, my heart's painless, as I'm filled with the warmth of his blessedness. He speaks to me in my sorrow and pain. I hear his voice, and I can't explain how the burdens are lifted that I must bear, but the load is lighter when he is there. He speaks to me in a voice of love, far sweeter even than the turtle dove calling his mate in the faint twilight. I hear God's voice, and my fear takes flight. He speaks to me when I'm filled with doubt and great despair, troubles all about, though inside of me the teardrops start. I hear his voice, and the darkness parts. He speaks to me, and I feel the glow like sunshine bright falling on the snow, and my frozen heart begins to melt as his voice is heard and his presence felt. He speaks to me with a voice of love, far sweeter even than a turtle dove calling his mate in the faint twilight. I hear God's voice, and my fear takes flight.
Alex Tozzi. All right. Judges, do you have a question for Ms. Tozzi, by any chance?
20 questions, right?
Okay.
How long did it take you to write that song?
One day,
Really?
there's a little story behind it. I don't know how many of you remember a long time ago when Roy Rogers and Dale Evans' child, I can't remember if it was his son or daughter, was killed in a church bus accident. And that night I was lying in bed praying for them, and I said, Lord, comfort them, oh, speak to them. And the first verse came through my head just like that. And I always felt God gave me those words. So I jumped up and wrote them down, and then the next day I finished it. And I know God helped me finish it, but I think the first verse is the best.
So you wrote it a long time ago.
Quite a long time ago. Let's see, I have the date here. No, I changed the date to 2013. I wrote it at least 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
You were 3?
Pardon me?
You were 3?
Thank you.
No, I was really 10.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Tozzi.
Did you use an instrument to write with this, or just did you?
No, I just used it in my head. I can pick out a tune on the piano, so I did sit at the piano and, play what was in my head.
Okay.
And then, not long after that, I went up to visit my son-in-law and daughter in Seattle. He was a musician and a singer, and he wrote the notes all out for me on the computer.
Very good. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Are we done right here, right?